Lance Stevenson.
Lance Stevenson, that's right.
Starting. Coming off the bench. What
Over
did he do?
Buddy Hill?
No, he can play 1, 2, 3.
He has him coming off the bench.
Yeah.
This is the question with New Orleans.
Like, what are you doing?
It's the wrong offense for that team.
I think it would be a good offense.
It's very weird. Like, it doesn't fit the team at all. Anthony Davis getting busy, though.
Yeah. I mean, it's good for him. You see it, but
off.
nobody else. He doesn't have any teammates. Like, he's playing with D-leaguers and cast-offs, and I feel bad for him.
They got that
Harrison.
Oh, God, I don't even like mentioning his name.
He was a North Carolina legend.
Hated him in North Carolina, man. I'm trying to get away from that word. No, I did.
That's not.
Oh, no,
I know
I did.
You did. I'm just joking. I know you hated him.
I couldn't stand Harrison.
I know you hated him.
They got Andrew Bogut from Golden State, but they lost Zaza Pachulia and Chandler Parsons. Draft pick A.J. Hammonds. Did they do anything to get Dirk back in the playoffs?
Nah.
Over the hump?
Nah.
Houston Rockets.
James Harden will average 44 points.
How do you like
19 assists?
This point guard,
and
James
8
Harden.
rebounds. I mean, he gets them. Like, he gets his teammates involved, but you're gonna run him into the ground. Like, when they played the Lakers, I swear he had all of the team's assists. Like, he can't be the playmaker for the entire game. Like, you're gonna have to you run them into the ground. When January, February comes, it's gonna be tired and run down.
Man, I thought about splitting this up between like part 1 and part 2, but I say just let the podcast roll.
Yeah.
Just let it roll. Pacific. Sacramento Kings.
Dave Yager will get them better than what we're thinking. Because I know we're all thinking that they're going to be trash. Yager will get more, just like he did the Grizzlies. He'll get something out of them.
I think right now they're
2-0. Yeah, or 2-0. They won. They're not. They're over 500.
Yeah, they're top of the division at this time.
Yeah. The Clippers.
Yeah, Los Angeles Clippers.
Trash.
This is it. This is the last hurrah. Blake Griffin and Chris Paul are free agents. So is JJ Redick. This is the year for the Clippers? Or
no, it's not.
Should they trade everybody? What should they do?
Just go ahead, ride it out, and then when you lose in the first round again, fire Doc Rivers, trade everything, just blow it all up, and go find your own home and stop paying rent to the Lakers.
The Phoenix Suns are in rebuilding mode.
And Candace Parker is the real CP3. She won a championship.
Wow. What disrespect.
Damn. Chris Paul. She's the only CP3 to win the championship to the Staples Center. You'll never do it. Candace Parker. The real CP3. All right. Who was next?
Wow.
The Suns?
Phoenix Suns.
They'll be one of the worst teams in the league. Just being honest.
You don't see any time, baby.
Don't see him doing nothing. I like Devin Booker, but he's gonna need some help. And man, they're like someone. The team, like they got all these young pieces.
Look at
it.
They had a number 4, number 8, and 34th pick in the draft. I don't know who these people are. Dragon Bender was a foreign player.
He was supposed to be Porzingis.
Chris Tyler Ulis.
He's like 4 foot tall. Yeah, he's like 4 foot tall.
I don't know what he's gonna eat.
They got Barbosa and they got.
Yeah, their main picks was signees was Barbosa and Dudley. That's not a victory.
I guess they're gonna show. I don't know what they're doing. Like, they got all these young pieces, and then you got all these older pieces like Barbosa and Dudley and Chandler, and it's just not a good mix of old and young pieces to me. You know, I just think they're gonna lose terribly. And the coach, what is it, Eric Watson or Watson? I just don't believe.
Earl Watson.
Earl Watson, yeah. I'm not big on him either. I think they just gave him the job just because They knew they were going to suck, and they didn't want to pay anybody. But yeah, no, it won't be good.
Who else is in? Lakers.
Who else is in the division? The Lakers, of course, the real team in Los Angeles, will be okay. I
have a way at it.
Yeah, I like Luke Walton. Like what he's doing. He's playing everybody, giving everybody a chance.
Yeah, I even saw Meta World Peace.
Yeah, he's playing. I mean, he's doing what Steve Kerr does. Everybody's going to get to play because you never know when you might need somebody. And the ball's moving. It's not a lot of standing around.
Kobe's no longer there. What are we doing?
We're moving the ball. That's what we're doing. We're playing the triangle, the new triangle. That's what we're doing here. Clarkson off the bench was a brilliant idea. I never thought to do that. I was going to start Clarkson. But bringing him off the bench was brilliant. Bringing Brandon off the bench is brilliant as well.
You think Brandon Ingram, the number 2 overall pick, should come off the bench?
I mean, I don't have a problem with it now because we got Dame. Eventually, like, if we're 2 years in and he's still coming off the bench, like, what you doing here, Luke? We didn't draft him to be, a sixth man of the year. But now is a good time to have him come off the bench, learn the ropes. We're not throwing him in the fire like we did Russell last year. Russell should have came off the bench. I mean, he was starting right out the gate. And then Byron brought him down a peg or two. But there's a plan with this. Last year, we didn't have no plan with Russell. We was just in and out starting lineup, whatever. There's a plan for Brandon, and I like the way they're going.
I got you. You know what? Got to circle back.
Okay.
Who we got coming out the West? I got San Antonio.
The Southwest Division?
Yeah,
San Antonio.
Okay.
Worst team, New Orleans.
New Orleans. Agreed. Okay. With the Pacific, best team in the Pacific Division.
We didn't even talk about the Warriors. But
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
yes. Golden State.
I mean, they're finals. They're going to the finals. They'll start off a little shaky like they're doing now. And when they start learning how to play with each other, it's going to be some problems. LeBron, I don't think you can't beat this team. I don't think LeBron will beat this team.
This is what got me. I was just extremely disappointed because even with the Miami Heat team, I don't recall them getting blown out. Now, I know that San Antonio team is a completely different beast, but they blew Golden State out. And I'm like, with Curry and Durant on one team, you should never get blown out.
That is true.
Ever.
That is
it's inexcusable.
You're right.
That's what this, and I was like, well, what am I missing? Is it Draymond acting like a douche as always? Is it just, how did, the team should never get blown out. One of the two should be able to will their way back into the game.
I mean,
even Clay was horrible.
I don't know. I don't have the answers. But I know as the season goes along, they'll get better. And they're always going to have one of the big four in the game. Like you said, they shouldn't ever get blown out.
Ever.
Because you're going to have a shooter or scorer in there at all times.
At all times, either one or two. The top players in the NBA.
You're right.
Not even on the team. In the NBA freaking A should be on the court. There should never be a blowout.
I don't know if the Spurs were.
That was extremely embarrassing. I don't know if they were overconfident coming into that game and they just
got out coached.
That's possible. Popovich to do that too.
Got out coached.
But best team, Golden State.
Yeah, Golden State. Worst team, the Suns.
Sorry, Renzo.
Oh wow. I'm sorry. Yeah, but I'm just being honest. They don't have a shot.
Yeah, I don't see how Phoenix. I think Sacramento would be improved.
Yeah. Yager's gonna.
Do you think the Los Angeles Lakers will have a better record than the Phoenix Suns?
Yeah. Phoenix is gonna win like 15 to 20 games, if that. The Lakers will win in 30, at least 30.
Wow.
Yeah. You think Phoenix is gonna win 30? How? How would they win 30 games?
I don't know either because I don't see any improvements.
No.
I like the youth movement they have going. It's a weird combination with Tyson Chandler, but
like Minnesota's doing the youth and old.
I love
perfectly.
Minnesota's doing.
But then that's the way you do it in Minnesota.
Sacramento
Suns, that's not how you do it.
You're right, man. It might be Phoenix by default.
Sacramento's going to be better. Just
Last division of the show.
Last
division of the show, the Northwest Division. We're an hour and 10 minutes in, and that's all right. Let's start off with Utah.
They'll make the playoffs.
Kick the show off.
They'll make the playoffs.
How?
Quinn Snyder had them one game out the playoffs last year. If it wasn't for Kobe and his magical 60 points, they got Rodney Hood. Like I said, he's an up-and-coming all-star. I don't care what you say.
No.
Got Gordon Hayward. They got Gobert, 7'5" tall.
Gordon Hayward.
And then they got
Hayward
Exum.
would be traded by the All-Star break. Book
He
it.
just signed with them last year. Why would they trade him?
It's going to be traded by the All-Star break.
No.
You know who else they got? You know what? You're absolutely right. I don't know if he's still on the team.
Who?
I don't know if he's still on the team, so I'm just going to keep it to myself.
Who?
Marcus Page. Didn't they trade him?
Who's that?
Oh, my God.
Who's Marcus Page?
Wow. But you know who Trey Burke is.
Yeah, I know who Trey Burke is. Who's
Marcus, don't you disrespect Marcus Page.
Oh, you mean that guy that you thought won the national championship for you? But then the guy, the other team,
Marcus Page,
won the national championship. Chris Jenkins. Chris Jenkins?
Who the hell is that?
That's the guy that hit the buzzer beater three-pointer to win the national championship for the Villanova Wildcats.
Never heard of him.
You don't remember that game?
That name is disallowed from this show.
Well, I'm sorry.
It's never to be spoken.
I'll never say
here.
Chris Jenkins ever again.
Marcus Page, if you're still on the Utah Jazz team, you guys may make the playoffs because you're that damn good. I said it. Even though somehow you fell to the second round pick, it's all right.
He's that good.
It's okay.
Number 55.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. You'll bounce back. You'll show them.
Okay.
I tell you what, you're better than Trey Burke.
Yeah, Trey doesn't play there no more. So I don't like Exum though.
They signed Joe Johnson.
Yeah, Joe Johnson got him a nice
Boris Diaw, George Hill. I kind of like those additions.
Exactly.
They lost Trevor Booker though.
He was all right.
He was a starter.
I mean, Boris Diaw's better than Trevor Booker, so I'll take that.
I kind of like these upgrades.
I told you. You were letting me
know. No, you might be right. I mean, Boris Diaw, Joe Johnson, and George Hill.
I am. Yeah. So that Exum cat don't have to come. He can come off the bench. They can bring him along.
Utah might.
They'll make the playoffs.
Yeah. You know what? I think you just won me over.
Yeah.
Let's go with Denver. I don't feel like wasting a second on that team. They're also going to be one of the worst teams in the NBA.
Lottery.
Where's my notes on Denver?
You might have left them out.
They picked up absolutely nobody.
They got a draft pick, Jamal Murray.
I like him.
Yeah, they got
I do like Murray.
Him.
Juan Hernan Gomez.
Didn't they get the,
don't know who that is.
They got the old Sacramento coach. What was his name? You know.
Denver thought they was going to sign D-Wade.
How?
I don't know. They tried. They tried very hard.
Yeah.
You know what? I have, we're finished with Denver.
Okay. That'll work.
Portland. I think Portland is the best young team in the NBA.
Man, they are.
I love that team.
I do like Portland.
They're exciting. They're not going anywhere.
No.
They're up and coming. In a couple of years, that team will be a problem.
They will be.
Plumlee is looking decent.
Mm-hmm.
I do like Dame Lillard. Dame is shooting for an MVP spot this year.
Sure.
Yeah, he's trying. I like Portland, man. They picked up Festus Ezeli from Golden State. Evan Turner. So I like the additions. Didn't really lose to anybody. Cliff Alexander, Gerald Henderson, Brian Roberts. Peace. But, yeah, to me, they're absolutely the best young team in the NBA. I don't know how much they can challenge, but with the West not being as dominant other than your top two teams, San Antonio and Golden State, to me, everybody else got a shot.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, everybody got a shot. And that West, like I said, outside of Golden State and San Antonio, but they'll be decent.
Sacramento, let me circle back around to Sacramento. Those freaking draft picks they had, Jesus.
They're like 4 centers, but
Like, they have to hold that L too. Hold that L.